HDB family, how's it going? Welcome to Hold the Ball. I hope you guys are well. Thanks again for tuning in. I appreciate it very, very much. Just quickly as well, hello to my recent subscribers. Thank you for being part of the HDB experience. Thank you for being part of the HDB family. Look and saying that though, it is the Warriors hosting the Sharks, and there's a lot to sort of unravel and unpack here. Oh, also, Josh Curran is back. Before I get into it, hit that intro. As we know, there's been so much that has happened to the Warriors in the last 24 hours. Just quickly, side note, my scarf game, I like it. Anyway, digress. There's a lot that's happened, right? The news came out that Nathan Brown told the Warriors that he could not commit to New Zealand due to personal family reasons, which is a-okay. It is the way it goes. We have obviously thoughts around that, but it is what it is. This morning here, subsequently, which led to his dismissal as the head coach for the New Zealand Warriors, leading to Stacey Jones, basically leading us right for the remaining half of the season. So a lot of interesting things here to sort of unpack. And like I said as well, Josh Curran is back. I'm so excited. You better be as well. But look, in saying that, we'll get into it. So guys, I'm going to be giving you guys my thoughts on the squads, strengths and weaknesses for the Warriors, 5 players to look out for both sides, predictions as well as conclusions. Right, 3, 2, 1, let's do it. At fullback, we have Reece Walsh. The wingers are Dylan Watene-Sliesdek as well as Montoya. And the centres are Berry as well as Pompey. The halves see the return of Shinaris Tavita as well as Sean Johnson. And the props are Ben Murdoch-Masila as well as Tavanga. In the hooking position is Wade Egan. Second rows are Ewan Aitken as well as Toy Harris, the captain. And the lock is Murchie. In the bench here, you see the return of Josh King Curran, and I'm so excited about that. R4, as well as Louis and Sirinen. In the reserves, you see the likes of Bennett, Arthurs, Gator, Volkman, as well as Lussick, the 18th man. Look, my thoughts on the squad overall, just quickly. We touched on the fact that Stacey Jones is here, and I suppose as a collective, I think there was a lot of us thinking that there would be some significant changes made to the squad, especially, when you consider our last couple of performances, whether that be a look into the forwards or maybe even some of the backs. And just quickly as well, I mentioned it before in my mid-season review, and even afterwards, as I sort of thought about it, I didn't touch on the forwards, and I should have, and it was a bad mistake on my part. Ultimately, I think the Warriors need some go forward, so to speak, and ironically, it's not really happening for us in the forwards department. So I thought there would have been some changes, but in saying that, again, with the players we have, what can you sort of do? I think anyway for myself, it's a bit of a head scratcher. Yes, I'm happy that you got the likes of Josh Curran, as I said, returning, beautiful. Yes, but then you sort of look at the halves and you question that, right? Tavanga at prop again. Why? I get it. Some people like it, but I don't know. It doesn't sit right with me personally, right? It doesn't. Pompey again playing. You might even question the wingers. Right, it might even be time to look at some other wingers, give them a chance, right? I don't know, just a thoughts here, just trying to throw some things out there. Just Suriname as well, again, Louis, Dynamis Louis, again, like, no disrespect, it's great in the sense that he's with us, but you've got some other talent you could use, you know what I mean? You absolutely could. Side note as well, guys, yes, it is also reported that Stacey Jones will also be making some necessary changes if need be. These talks that he's also talking with the coaching staff at the Warriors, and they're prepared to move some pieces around if need be. And for me, that's where I hope we do see something, right? Because the reality is, I think anyway, we need something. Whatever it is, I'm not sure, but we need something. Overall, though, the squad, I'm disappointed. It's basically the same squad, basically in the last couple of weeks. Apart from, obviously, King Curran coming back, which I love, it is basically the same squad. It's a bit of a deflating feeling, honestly. I think I'm going to go to the strengths first, and then I'll cover the weaknesses after. So the strength, I think, is the fact that Josh Curran is back. I mentioned it before, and I'm going to be talking about this guy a few times, but look, I don't want to say too much because I think I'll mention it later on, but I'm just happy he's back. All right, I'll leave it at that. And also, I think another strength is the fact we have Stacey Jones. Now, what sort of game plan is he going to be sort of bringing out for the boys this time? We know that different coaches have different game plans, different styles. What is he going to bring? Could it be new? Could it be a game plan that could work, I guess, against the Sharks? I'm not too sure, again, but there's that that sort of mystery there that surrounds the Warriors at this stage anyway. But it's saying that you could probably even question if there really is, especially with the players picked. But anyway, I digress. It's the way it goes. Those are the strengths there. Weaknesses, it's all over the park. I don't think I need to really talk too much here. We know it. You know it. Defense, forward momentum, halves, backs, no chemistry, a lot of questions, no answers. It's a lot of things, so I'll just leave it at that. 5 players to watch. I want to go over the Sharks first. I'll give my reasons, and then we'll go hit the Warriors afterwards. So first and foremost for me, Jesse Ramien. He returns, ironically, against the Warriors, the last time he played against before he got the suspension. Ramien, to me, I like him. He's not only just a strong ball carrier, but he's a very physical player. He's someone who can hit a line, hit the gaps really well, and defensively, he's a menace as well. Again, on the opposite end, Talakai as well, his ascender partner. Man, this dude is a bulldozer. All right, let us not forget that he ran straight up at Matt Lodge, and he absolutely, he trucked him, he stuffed him, he ran over him, bowled him, however you want to say it. Basically, Talakai was still moving. And those guys, they're going to be teeing up against our centers, and I don't know. I really don't know. I know that Berry has Talakai, so that'll be interesting. As for Ramien and Pompey, yeah, interesting sort of a thing either way. Hines as well for me for the Sharks. I think this will be a game here for him that he will learn off, especially coming back from Blues camp. He may or may not play just depending on how things go, injuries and all that stuff, being the 18th man. But I think the Sharks game here, this screams him all over. He's going to be looking to outshine Sean Johnson and everything. And to be honest with you, he's playing brilliant footy in my opinion. Sure, ups and downs, but against the Warriors, he's going to look like $1 million. Fourth player for mine is Britain Nikora. And we all know how Nikora can play. He's such a good ball runner, very, very good ball runner actually. Knows how to run through a good line, a good gap. And again, another thing as well is he's got a good pair of hands on him. He knows how to play the ball well. Defensively is very good, very strong. Good pace on him as well. He's a fast player. Seems to sort of score a try anyway against the Warriors every time we meet. So I have to wait and see what happens. And last but not least for me, I've got Cameron McInnes. I think McInnes for mine is just a brilliant lock for the Sharks. Physically, he does what has to be done. But in terms of just some of his experiences and some of that play, the ad-lib play he can do, if you sort of see him, he's a rough and tumble guy for such a small guy. Pound for pound, one of the strongest players. And looking forward to seeing how he goes. All right, now, those are... now, for the Warriors. You have Reece Walsh here for mine. Again, offensively, one of the best players in the Warriors. Unfortunately, just can't seem to gel. Whether it's chemistry or not, I'm not too sure. But he does what he can, and he just has the heart, I think, anyway, every time he's trying, and I appreciate him for it. Next one is Toy Harris for mine, captain. I like him, what he provides, the experience, the leadership. Although in saying that, I might even throw a video later down the line where I think someone else should be captaining the team. Anyway, I digress. He adds so much to the team in terms of just maturity, stability in the line. I like it, and yeah, he'll be another one to watch for me. Another person I have is Josh Curran. I mentioned it before. Look, guys, in terms of heart, in terms of actual mana, in terms of Warriors play, in terms of someone who's just ready to get down and dirty, this is the player right here. I can't speak highly enough of Josh Curran, and you guys know how I feel about him. There's certain players that I suppose we as fans and as content creators will defend to the bitter end no matter what, and Josh Curran is one of those players for me. I am so happy he's back. He will add so much to this team. I appreciate the fact that he's coming off, as utility as well. Hey, again, it might get changed, but again, after the injury, you want to sort of bring it in, take it a bit easy, so it's going to be good to see him play. But again, as you guys can tell, I'm just so excited. Fourth player for mine is Bunty R4, arguably the best player to come off bench for us on a regular basis. Bunty, off the back fence, R4. I love what he brings to the team, the energy, the strength, and he was one of the players who will definitely try from last week. Looking forward to it. I'll be honest with you guys, I sort of ran out of players to look out for. Unfortunately, with the recent performances, it's very, very hard. So for mine, I picked Volkman. He's in the reserves. Bit of a tough one, eh? But in saying that, because his name is there, I'm looking forward to it. And I'll just leave it at that. Potentially if he plays, I'm looking forward to it. That's all I'll say. That's it. And I think I'll keep this short and sweet before I get into the conclusions. I think I'm under no illusion as to how the Warriors are playing. Now, like I said, obviously there may be some changes, but I still think the Sharks all over the park have us, from the likes of Kennedy to Fifita. They've got us covered, right? From their backs to their halves to their forwards. It's every single sort of thing, probably yeah, apart from the utility perhaps, right, where Josh Curran wins against Holman, I think anyway, every other place they've got us covered, especially the props there. The halves, it's not looking great, honestly. In terms of anytime try score, yeah, probably give this one to Reece Walsh, but in all honesty, I don't see the Warriors winning. The Warriors probably, I don't know, 10 points to 26. That's what I reckon, 26-28. 10 points to 28, Warriors lose. Yes, I want the Warriors to win, obviously. It is what it is, but recent performances don't bode well and don't make me feel confident. That's the reality, and that's it. Sharks win this one for me, unfortunately. All right, guys, as I conclude this, look, we all know it hasn't been great. It's been another absolute, just pure mess put on display for us to just be part of, to swim in, so to speak. It is what it is. When you follow this team, you got to accept it, right? You got to accept the flaws that come with this team, and there's been a lot in the last couple of months, really. Whether that be results or whatever, there's just been a lot of rubbish. And I guess with us moving forward into this game here, anything can happen, I suppose. That's the reality. I think that's where I'll lay my hope. But in saying that, going back to Stacey Jones, he's a new coach, right? He might offer something different, so there's always that hope that he probably can offer something different for us, something that we can sort of ride on, and again, something that we can take home with us, so to speak. And I'm really genuinely hope that that's the case. But in saying that, just you expect a game here where the boys can actually sort of stand up and run and move forward, and I hope that is really the case. But again, I'm just not sure if it really is going to happen. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. All we can do, though, as a collective is just back Stacey Jones here, watch the boys play, and just hope for the best. That's it. But in saying that, though, Josh Curran is back. So again, let's be happy. Let's be happy about that. For me as a Warriors fan, after this mess that we've all experienced the last couple of weeks, the return of Josh Curran for me puts a smile on my face, and it should you as well. Obviously, I'm wishing the Warriors win. Have to wait and see, right? But yeah, like I said, expect those potential changes. I hope they do. I hope it happens. We need some changes, right? The reality is we need things to happen. End of. But in saying that, yeah, what a last 24 hours, right? But hey, another team I'd rather be supporting, right? Anyway, guys, give me your thoughts overall. I'll see you guys next time. And yeah, look, if the Warriors want to win, what do they have to do that they do not really, unfortunately, do? Hold the ball. See you guys next time. Take it easy. Go the Warriors.